Hello friends, this is the SunWoman. Thank you for joining me on my channel. I am your empathic astrologer and intuitive reader, and I'm here to do the June 2018 reading for the sign of Pisces, for the Pisces collective, which is Pisces Sun, Moon, or Rising. These are general readings. If you're interested in a private reading, please contact me through the link in the information box below, or you can email me as well. And I just want to say thank you to my subscribers. For new viewers, thank you so much for joining me, and for my past subscribers, thanks for staying with the channel. So a message I want to give to my Pisces collective before I do the card reading here is I just want to focus on a major transit that you have going on right now astrologically, which is very important, okay? You currently have the planet Neptune in your sign of Pisces. So, you know, Neptune can be a very inspirational planet. Neptune is the planet of inspiration. It's the planet of transcendence, mysticism, faith, inspiration. You know, it's the planet of music, of poetry, of film. It's the artistic planet, okay? It is that planet that informs our creativity, informs our transcendent from this material plane that we live on to accessing, you know, the inspiration and the creativity that's there in the heavens, in the ethers. Through Neptune, you're able to bridge that gap between what you do on a material level and what the creator, the co-creator, God, the source, has to communicate through you, okay? So Neptune is a very powerful and mystical planet. Now, on the flip side of that, Neptune can talk about illusions. It can talk about illusions, delusions, addictions, drug addiction, drug use, escapism, whether that escapism is through food or, you know, pornography or, you know, whatever it is, drugs, alcohol, all of these things also fall under the influence of Neptune. So, having said that, with Neptune in your sign, all of these elements are there and possibilities for you. And Neptune is going to be in the sign of Pisces through to 2025. So it's a very long transit, okay, for us globally and for my Pisces people individually, and anyone who has a Pisces aspects. So you have to be careful that you are walking on the light, or walking in the light, or towards the light side of Neptune and not the dark side of Neptune, okay? You have to protect yourself also from astral influences, from negativity, from psychic vampires, because you're going to find that you, Pisces, who is already extremely psychic, extremely intuitive, you are going to be even more so, and you're going to find that your psychic powers, your spidey sense, your intuition, all of that is going to be increasing and increasing as this transit goes on, okay? So some of you may become very religious, very mystical. Some of you may become intuitives or find your place as light workers. Neptune, you know, also rules service and charity. So many of you may decide to give of yourselves to some charitable organizations or causes, okay? And that is something that's going to be not only uplifting for the world, but also, you know, help you towards ascension by blessing mankind in your own way, in a microcosm way or in a macrocosm way, okay? Now, right now, you have, for the month of January, you're going to have that Neptune in your sign of Pisces, which, by the way, Neptune is the natural ruler of Pisces. So Neptune is extremely comfortable in Pisces, and is extremely powerful in Pisces as well, right? You are going to have Neptune trine Venus, the planet of love, beauty, art, material possessions, glamour, And Neptune is also the sign of glamour, Hollywood, and all of that, you know, the illusions and the glamour of Hollywood. It is going to be trine Venus in Cancer until the 13th of this month, June. So for the first, say, 10 to 13 days of June, you may find that you are experiencing some very transcendent energy when it comes to love, romance, and relationships, okay? Some of you may move to a very powerful spiritual level with a partner that kind of, you know, colors your material relationship, your earthly relationship, your physical relationship. So transcendent sexual encounters, okay? A spiritual tantric practices also would fall under this Neptune, Pisces, Venus, Cancer aspect as well. You know, definitely meeting someone or developing relationship with someone who is extremely nurturing and very emotional. Definitely developing a strong psychic connection between you and another person that, as I said, is only going to enhance the romantic connection between you. Some of you may have some very romantic experiences for the first half of June. All right, so love being very big there for you. And then Venus, the sun, moves into Cancer again on June 21st. So there is that energy where you have that solar energy highlighting you as a fellow water sign. So you may, you know, find some extra, you know, there may be, it may be highlighted in your life where you can use Neptune in a very positive way. Again, I'm getting spirituality. I am getting psychic and emotional and intuitive power with Neptune. If you are an artist, a writer, a designer, musician, anyone who relies on, you know, inspiration for your you know, for your daily bread, for your vocation, and you know, for your calling, you are going to have some extra inspiration when it as the sun is aspecting that Neptune in your sign through mid June to mid July. Okay. All right. So that's just a little bit. Those for me are the strongest aspects for you, Pisces. I also want to say, be careful of delusion in love. Be careful of illusion. Make sure that you are getting to know a partner. Also, you know, my warning is make sure that you are presenting yourself in an authentic way. Because I see some of you, you know, throwing up kind of veils of confusion around relationships, not necessarily representing yourself the way you should, you know, truthfully. You know, Neptune can bring about lies and deception as well. It is the planet of deception. So please be above board when it comes to romantic relationships and connections, you know, on your emotional level, because you don't want to get caught out there in a lie, which can also be the outcome of a Neptune-Venus transit. Okay? So let's see what the messages are for Pisces for June. I'm going to do one more. All right. All right, we have the moon here. Okay, so the moon is covering you. What I was saying to you about illusion, the veil of illusion, you know, deception, you know, the moon can indicate that in its darker form, in its positive form, that inspiration, that intuitiveness, that connection to your emotional side. Some of you may be having some very emotional encounters this month through to the middle part of July. Okay, so a very emotional time for you. And you're going to be very tapped into your emotions. Three of Pentacles crossing. Intuition regarding material things. Some of you may be doing some very inspired work, as I mentioned, because the Three of Pentacles has to do with work that is from your hands. Some of you may be in group situations or partnering with other people in order to create something inspired. You have Justice at the base of the reading. So whenever I say a major arcana at the at the bottom of this Celtic cross, Celtic cross, yes, the Celtic cross, I feel that there's definitely a karmic situation here that is being called on for you to recognize and to make sure that you are acting in the most above board way, because whatever you reap, you sow. This month, especially when Jupiter, especially as Justice is here at the base of the deck. You have the Magician in the recent past, so there could have been some manipulation in a situation, in relationships, kind of what I was saying about not portraying yourself as who you really are not, or your intentions, making sure that your intentions are honorable. You have Starseed, which is in the Akashic Starchild tarot that I'm using here, is the Fool. The Fool is reversed crowning. So maybe making some foolish decisions as the month goes on, or being afraid to take a step and take a risk. Ace of Crystals in the near future, which would be the mid part of June, and this Ace of Crystals is reversed, so some blocks related to prosperity, money, or new beginnings. Temperance card is reversed in your thoughts and perception of the situation, what you are thinking about related to this situation. King of Crystals in the area related to people external to you, others who may be influencing you at this time. In the hopes and fears area, you have the Tower. So I like the Tower here because for me the Tower does not necessarily represent an actual event or situation, but it can be your fears of things breaking down, of a drastic change in your life, a drastic development, some unexpected thing that kind of rocks the foundation of your life and clears the deck for something else to happen. So some of you may be fearing the unknown or fearing drastic change. Okay, in the outcome here we have the Six of Swords reversed, we have the Universe, which is the world in this deck, and we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, interesting, very interesting. So at the base of the deck, take a look here, we have the Four of Wands reversed. Okay, so for some of you, maybe issues regarding your foundation, your family life, your home life, maybe, your home, your apartment, your actual physical domicile, as well as your, your domestic relationships, home and family, could be very significant for you. Could be some blocks, some delays, some issues with domestic matters, family matters as well. So as I'm looking at the reading here, I'm getting a few messages. For me, what's jumping out at me is this Tower in your hopes and fears area. So it's telling me that you are fearing change, and that with the moon covering you, a lot of times the moon represents fear of the unknown. Just not knowing what's going to happen next, not knowing what your next move is, what you should do in a situation, and being confused as well. Now, with the Tower in that hopes and fears area and Justice at the base of the reading, some of you could be fearing a legal situation. Some of you could be fearing divorce. Maybe there is some confusion around your feelings, or as I said, what step to take next, and you are contemplating something of that nature. Maybe some of you are contemplating divorce, but you're afraid of making that move because you are going to disrupt your security, disrupt your home and family environment with the Four of Wands reversed at the base of the deck. I also feel that what may be preventing you from making a decision, or having you fearing perhaps a legal situation, is not only the karma of it, of maybe, making such a serious decision and failing, but also the financial picture. So for some of you, I think with the Three of Pentacles reversed and the moon covering, there could be fear about your work situation. It could be fear that if you make a certain drastic move in your life, it's going to affect your professional reputation. Okay, maybe for some of you, your professional life, your career, your work, and your family life are some way combined, or are interrelated. And so any disruption in one area of your life is going to throw things off balance in the other areas of your life. So this could be a fear that you have right now. But it looks to me like by the end of the month here, you have the universe, which is the World card, which is a fantastically positive card because it talks about success and achievement, the end of a phase of your life to move on to a new phase, bringing things to a conclusion. On a spiritual level, it's ending one part of our journey to move on to the next. It is also professional success, worldly success, and all the trappings of it. I also feel that the world indicates, it's blessings from the universe that materialize on a material level. You also have the Ace of Cups at the end of the month here. So love, as I said, could be very significant for you this month. And by the end of the month, I feel there's going to be some movement to the next level, to the next phase in an emotional relationship, in a romantic relationship, possibly in a partnership. We have the King of Crystals here in the area, which is indicating other people, external influences. So there could be an earth sign, Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, who could factor significantly here. And I'm looking at this, and this King of Crystals is in between the Tower and the Temperance card. So for some of you, perhaps this legal situation, this divorce or separation or settlement kind of situation is involving this King of Crystals, whether it's masculine or feminine energy. And you are concerned, you're worried that a drastic decision, a drastic change is going to, about this king, is going to throw your life off balance with the Temperance card reversed. Okay? And you don't want to make the wrong move. You don't want to make the wrong decision. Major arcana are major changes in life. It looks to me that by the end of the month, you will have made, or you will be on the verge of making an important decision. You have the Six of Swords here reversed, which is kind of a delaying, preventing yourself from taking that step, from walking away or moving away or traveling away from something that no longer serves you. But there is the consideration that you may be at the end of a cycle of love, and that the next phase, perhaps, we'll see what the energies are in July, but that it's time for you to move or to take that step. Okay. Now, what I was saying about finances here, we have, well, let me go back to the moon, because the moon is underneath the star seed, which in this deck is the Fool. Okay, beautiful card here, but it's reversed. All right, so we know that the Fool represents that risk-taking, jumping off the cliff and into the unknown, setting off on a journey to some new destination. It's excitement, it's anticipation, it's new beginnings, it's a fresh start. It is the Zero card in the tarot deck, so the slate is clean. So maybe some of you are afraid to start new, to start fresh, to start from the beginning, to have a clean slate, to clear the decks and start again. And so you're fearing making that decision, fearing jumping off the cliff, and taking a risk. But with the Fool here, and the Justice card, I do feel that whatever conclusion or judgment or way that you seek to balance things in your life, you are ultimately going to make the right decision if you don't act out of fear, or if you don't allow fear to stop you. One of the main things here I feel is, as I said, finances, because the Three of Pentacles is crossing. So the Three of Pentacles is, it's earnings. It is you working in tandem with other people, with a team. There could be 3 other people that your decisions are going to affect. And so that is an obstacle for you, okay? The Ace of Pentacles, you have 2 aces here, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Crystals. The Ace of Cups is right side up. So this is positive emotional new beginnings, positive relationships, fresh starts, newness. But the Ace of Pentacles, which for in this reading is showing the energies around mid-month, you are maybe facing with some financial challenges. You're being faced with financial challenges, maybe a lack of finances or a delay in a project or some fresh start. Maybe you are, something that you were expecting to be lucrative or, to pay off for you is delayed or is not able to get off the ground. So I feel like some of you are trying to put new plans in action, but you are feeling restricted on some level from really seeing this fresh new start on a material level, okay? And again, that could be one of your fears. I'm going to just pull a card. I'm also using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, so I want to pull one card for this reading to just get another perspective of guidance. All right, the card on the bottom. The card on the bottom peeked out, and so I've selected that card for you. This is the number 31 card, Why? Why? All right, and you see this, native individual who is reaching down to open a book that has wings on it. And what comes to mind for me is the Akashic records, which is, as I mentioned, that record of all of our deeds in heaven, all of our karma. So, but this person there's a question mark there. You see it right here, question mark. So I feel that he, she, you, Pisces, are questioning a lot of things right now in your life, okay? You're questioning why things have come to where they are, why things could not have been different, why you may have made certain decisions, why the unexpected has taken place. So you're questioning your motives, you're questioning your judgment, you're questioning your choices. You may be, saying to yourself, why didn't I do this back then? Or why didn't I go in this direction? Or why did I? Why did I make that choice? Why did I go in this direction? What was I thinking at that time? Why are things happening the way they are right now? So for some of you, I feel there's definitely some conflict. There may be conflict between wanting to start a new life and being able to maintain the security and the foundations that you have already created. That Four of Wands, again, okay, weird blockage. Why is this situation not working out? Why do you feel like you need to move in another direction and yet you don't have the freedom to do that? So there's a lot going on in your mind, a lot going on internally for you right now, Pisces. The good news, as I said though, is that I feel that by the end of this month, you are going to be in a position of strength, a position of power to make certain very long-term and very important decisions, very much about love. There could be new love coming into you by the end of the month with this Ace of Cups. There could be love that has finances connected to it, because this Ace of Cups also contains crystals. Okay, and again, in this deck, crystals represent pentacles. So there could be a strong connection between love, new beginnings, and your financial situation. I feel that there is some enlightenment that's going to come to you. There is a spark of wisdom, understanding, illumination that you can expect by the end of June. I love the way that this woman is meditating, and above her head, you know, the crown chakra there is illuminated. So some of you may be getting some spiritual downloads by the end of June that are going to help you make the tough decisions, or, you know, make the right choice in this situation, and will finally allow you to answer the questions of why. Okay, you know, it's as though this month, I feel by the end of this month, your questions, many of them, maybe not all of them, but some of them will begin to be answered. You will start to gain a better understanding of the whys, okay, the answers to the why questions. And a key to that is going to be this effect of the moon, of you listening to your intuition, of you asking for spirit to guide you, asking to be prepared, and allowing yourself to be prepared and an open channel for those downloads of wisdom. Okay, for the downloads of understanding, of enlightenment, of knowledge, that you are an open channel for. As I said at the beginning of this reading, Neptune is in Pisces. Neptune is your guiding planet, your natal planet. So this is a potent time for you to come to the understanding of a lot of the whys, why you are here on this earth. You know, why you were put in a certain family or in a certain profession, or why you have had certain dreams, motivations. You may get some, maybe all of those answers by the end of June, okay? But rest assured that the answers that you do get, I feel, are going to be important ones. And as something moved me to pick up this Four of Wands card, which is reversed here, to see what the card is under that, and look at what you have. The Nine of Cups. Wishes coming true. Fulfillment. Emotional joy, happiness, a dream coming true, a wish coming true. Cups is emotional. Cups is relationship. Cups is love. Okay? So for some of you, you may be dealing, or you may need to turn your foundation upside down, or to deal with the unknown or the unexpected, or perhaps even the disruption of allowing the tower to break down what is no longer serving you, or a foundation that has been built on sand, in order for you to reach this Nine of Cups, your wish coming true, your hopes and your dreams coming true, Pisces. Okay? All right, so I do hope that this reading has been helpful to you. Thank you so much again for watching my channel, for watching the video. Please, if you like this video, please like it and share the video, and please subscribe if you have not already. I will see you again soon. I wish you all good things, love, peace, and joy. And as always, I bid you namaste.